So, I'm very aware that it's Christmas month, however, a trailer did come out a couple of days ago that's not Christmas related and is a horror film. But I have to talk about this because the trailer for 28 Years Later came out. It's finally real. It's finally here. It's real. Wow, I can't believe it. And if people are wondering why I'm acting so, I don't know, in shock, I've been waiting for this for about 10 years. I remember 10 years ago at my first university, at my first year, and hearing rumours about this being made. And even in those 10 years, like, fake trailers would come out, and Danny Boyle himself would have to go, no, we're still trying to get this off the ground. So please excuse my absolute shock that this is this is real and the first trailer is now around. But yeah, 28 Years Later is coming out next summer. It's coming out 20th of May and sees the return of Alex Garland and Danny Boyle. Alex Garland wrote 28 Days Later and Danny Boyle obviously directed 28 Days Later. What I find interesting as well is that the executive producer is Cillian Murphy, who was also in 28 Days Later. He played Jim. So I like that they're all reuniting, even if it's behind the scenes in the case of Cillian, but I actually really like that they're all coming back together for this. That's really, really cool. And that gives me a lot of faith, actually, that this will be really good. From the trailer, it looks fantastic as well. The main problem I have with a lot of trailers recently, and probably in the last few years actually, is that it always feels like they show way too much, to the point where I'm like, okay, well, I've seen the film now, so But I really, really like this trailer. Whoever cut the trailer for this did a fantastic job, because all it shows you is, yes, this is still going. The rage virus is still affecting the UK. This is still an ongoing thing. Yes, this is going to be just as tense and terrifying as the original film. And we're going to show you just a glimpse of how humans now live. Plus, Aaron Taylor-Johnson is going to be in it, presumably as the main character. But that's all they kind of show you, and to be honest, for me, that's all I need. As someone who's a huge fan of 28 Days Later, it's one of my favourite horror films, that's all I need to, like, convince me. I was going to go see this anyway, because, again, like I previously mentioned, I've been waiting a very long time for this, but wow, this does look incredible. It looks really, really well made, and yeah, it looks just as tense and scary as the original film. While the technology in terms of camera work and stuff would have been updated since, I think, 20 Days Later came out in 2004. I know 28 Weeks Later was also a thing as well, but that didn't involve the original writer and director, hence why I'm not actually talking about it. But that was the last, 28 film that came out, which is 2007. No, I didn't do research on that. 2007, I think, was that release date, but I haven't mentioned it just because it's completely different writer and director and cast. But yeah, that was the last 28 film that we had. And technology has improved and increased since then. So I'm hoping that the camera work in terms of its visual quality will improve. But I'm also hoping that the film will have that same rough, shaky cam type movements that the original film had. I feel like if you're going to bring back the same writer and director of the original film, it would be pretty cool to have the same filming style adapted into this as well. I can't tell from this trailer if that is the case, because they only show short snippets of different scenarios and imagery, which again, I actually really like. It shows enough to get you interested without actually showing, okay, here's the entire film, or a summary of the entire film. So for, fans like me who already know the films, it will get me interested and tell me, yep, this is real now. This isn't a fake trailer like other fans have been doing over the past 10 years. This is real. This is happening. This is coming in May. But for new fans who maybe don't know the films, it will hopefully interest them enough to go back and watch the original one, and even weeks later, just to catch up to watch this. Although considering this is 28 years later, maybe they don't need to, I don't know. It would be interesting to see how that all works now, because it still looks like they still have problems, the rage virus is still very much around. So I'm very interested to know how that's going to work in terms of the situation. I can't believe this is real. I'm still in shock, to be honest. This is really something I've been waiting for a long time. And I'm so excited. So we're getting 28 years later on the 20th of May next year. I am definitely going to be going to see it. I think leading up to the film, if you guys do want me to do a video review on 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, please let me know. Chances are I might do one anyway, just in the lead up to the release of Years Later, because I think that would be interesting to do. And the second film I haven't watched in a very long time, so it'll be interesting for me to look at. But yeah, at the same time, let me know if that's what you want. But for the time being, I was Megan, this is Battle Royale with Cheese, see you soon.